Hi and welcome to Line's Hygge Corner. In this video I will be talking about the games I've played so far in 2019, and in the end of the video I will be making my top 3 of the games from the games I've played in 2019 so far. But before we start the video, I want you to find a mug, sit a cozy place and just try to get some hygge stemning. Hygge mood, if you can say that, in and just relax and enjoy. Yeah, so let's get into it. There's quite a lot of games. If I'm not wrong, there's 26 if I counted correctly. But let's get into it. I'm gonna start with some card games and a little bit of party games, and then move to some longer games, longer, and then cooperative games that I have. So let's get into it. The first game is Pikoko. It's for a 3-person player game. No, for 3 to 5, not 2. And you each have a bird, and you can't see your own cards, so the opponent needs to play your card, and so on. It's a really pretty game, I would say, a nice quality. And then the next game is Nimble, just a quick little card game where each player has their own stack of cards and you need to match the circle to the outer circle and then get rid of your cards the fastest. So everyone's playing at the same time and it's quite stressful. It's for 2 to 4 players and it takes about 5 minutes. And the next one is Impact. Not a card game, but a dice game. And you probably know this because we have talked a lot about it. But if you don't, then it's a quick dice game for 2 to 5 players and it takes about 15 minutes. Though I wouldn't say 15 minutes, it can vary a lot. And then we have some smaller card games here. Take these at the same time. It's Love Letter, just Love Letter, and Love Letter Batman, which is the same concept beside, but in this version you're trying to get your love letters to the princess without getting caught, and in this game you're fighting the villains. And I really love these games. Love Letter. We even have 2 more versions. We have The Hobbit and Letters to Santa, and these 2, love it. Love them. A lot of these games we play when we are eating breakfast or something, me and Haley, and just a quick little game. And the next game is The Mind, where you need to use your brain and not talk, but just try and feel when to play the cards, because you each have cards with number on and you need to play them in the correct order. Really fun. And a bit confusing at sometimes. And then there is Red 7. Oh, this was for 2 to 4 players and takes about 20 minutes. And then there's Red 7. It's a card game where you need to win. Okay, I can't explain it that fast, but you have some cards with some different abilities on and you need to play one to match the cards you have, so you're always winning. And you lose when you can't win. Wow, that was confusing. Maybe you know the game then. If not, then I think we have a playthrough of this one. That would make it a lot easier. And it's for 2 to 4 players and takes about 5 to 30 minutes. That's a long time difference, 5 to 30 minutes. And then I have 2 party games. This one is Danish. It's called The Bad, and the word I cannot remember. Bad selskab. The Bad Crowd, maybe. But it's basically just Cards Against Humanity in a Danish version. I also have Cards Against Humanity, but it's a lot easier to play in your own language, because then you actually know what the brands and things are. And we don't really know that in Cards Against Humanity. And then last one in this category is What Do You Mean? These 2 I've played with my friends in the evenings. And this is basically Cards Against Humanity, but where you have different memes and you need to match a text to the picture, but it's basically the same rules and really fun too. So that was the first pack of games. You can put them aside, and then we have quite a big stack next. So these games are a bit more to it, but not really, and yeah, still in the light end. First one is Skylands. I really like this game. I think I've talked about this quite a lot too. Where each player have their own board, and you get to take actions all together, and the one who chooses the action gets some more benefits of it. And then the next game, oh, this is for 2 to 4 players, and it takes about 30 minutes. Next game is Vault, where you need to program your robots to win and knock out the other robots. And you each have programming station. We've made a video about this too, and some others. I will try to link them in the description if you want to see more about them. But this is really fun too, and it's quite fast too. It's for 2 to 4 players, and it takes about 30 minutes. And the next one is Santorini. And you're a Greek goddess trying to get on top of there, and you need to build up and make sure you're the first one to the top. I think I need some water now. There we go. And the next one is a quite newer game we started playing. It's called Scarabya, like the ones from Egypt, I feel like, where you each have a board, and there's 4. These are 4 different, and then there's the frame. So each time you can make the board different. That's really fun, and you each have your own tiles, and you need to place them, and then you score points. Well, yeah, it's really fun, and it takes about 15 to 20 minutes, and is for 1 to 5 players. No, 1 to 4. 1 to 4 players. There's not 5 boards. And we actually played this morning. And then the next game is King of Tokyo. Also a quick battle game. It's for 2 to 6 players, and it takes about 30 minutes. You're each person in there, and you need to get the opponent to lose their lives, or you get most points, and then that's how the game ends. It must be good when it has all these stickers on. That's crazy. That's a lot of stickers. And then we have, all the way down on the floor, we have Azul. I feel like most people know this game by now, and really good, really quick. 2 to 4 players, and 30 to 45 minutes. We play this a lot at home, especially when we're eating or something. Really good. The next one is a newer version of Azul with some different things. I think it's hard to compare. I'm not sure which one I like the most, because I feel like it's quite different actually, and the board is not really a board. Yeah, it takes about the same time, 30 to 45 minutes, and it's also for 2 to 4 players. That was quite nice. I feel like everything's shaken up in the box now. And then the last game I have in this category is Kingdomino, where you each need to build up your own place with fields, water, forest, so on, and get the most points. It's really fun. It's for the ages 2 to 4. It takes about 15 minutes. We normally play with all the tiles in this game, so we can build with everything, just if you know the game. And let's make some more space here. Oh. The next stack is not quite as big, just telling you. so you won't get frightened away by all the games. So the first one, these games are a bit more to it, I would say, than those ones, at least in my opinion. So this is Takenoko, where you have these really sweet figures, panda and a farmer. And then there are these different bricks and different colors, and you need to build up the bamboo, and you get some cards where you need to fulfill them. And if I'm not wrong, then you need to fulfill 7 cards and the end. And that's the end of the game. Quite simple. And it is for 2 to 4 players and takes about 35 minutes. I think it was in the last weekend we actually played this at a convention in a huge site. Like, the game was so big. So big. That was Takenoko. And then we have Reef, a game that surprised me quite a lot because it looks like a children's game because of the corals. They look really childish. But it's actually, you need to use your brain quite a lot more than I expected it to. And that is a positive thing. And yeah, that is Reef. It is for 2 to 4 players and takes about 30 to 45 minutes. The same as Azul. Time and people, but I think you need to think a bit more in this compared to these. I need to build up a coral reef. And then we have Queendomino, which is a bit more not complicated, but a heavier version than Kingdomino, where you still need to build up your own grid, but there has some more elements. You can buy things and different. There's a dragon, there's a queen, and they have some different abilities, and it's really fun. And it's for 2 to 4 players and it takes about 25 minutes. Queendomino. Domino. That sounds nice. And then there are 2 games left in this deck. There's Kanagawa, which is where you're a painter. You're painting. And then there's you have some different paint buckets, and you need to get these cards. And yeah, it's actually a really nice looking game. I really like the design, and you even have a map thing. Yeah, but the box is really pretty too. It reminds me a lot of Pikoko, where it's painted. That's probably why. But it is for 2 to 4 players and takes about 45 minutes. And then the last game in this stack here is Ghostel. You probably know this game if you've been on this channel. Yeah, it's for where you need to scare out all the guests at the hotel. So you're the ghost and you need to scare the guests out. And that's for 2 to 4 players and it takes about 60 minutes. And then I'm just gonna try and make some more space here. There we go. That looks crazy, doesn't it? I feel like it does. So I only have 4 games left. 2 of them are a bit more heavier games, and then I have 2 cooperative games. So let's take the more heavier games first. So first we have Endeavor Age of Sail, a game that I surprisingly really liked, even though it's so big. But I really like that you need to use your brain quite a lot, and you can really get into it and think ahead and plan everything, and I love that really much. Really surprised me that I liked it, and I really want to play this like right now. It's for 2 to 5 players and it takes about 60 minutes. And it's a huge box. Put these up here with the trooper and maybe do it like this. Yeah. These are important to have so they can stand there. And then the last game that is not cooperative is a new game that we barely just got. It's called Vejen, which is the road in English. It's a Danish name, and it's actually a map. You have the board is a map with Denmark and a bit of Germany, and you need to travel and sell different things, build. Yeah, we're actually working on a video for this game, so that would be up shortly, I hope, and it's in the progress. I can say that much. We're working on it. And then we have last 2 games. So the first one is cooperative game Fog of Love, which is actually a Danish person who made this game. But you are in a relationship, a love relationship, and you need to make it work. And you learn the rules when you start playing the game. Funny enough, but that was a bit weird. And then the last game is Whitehall Mystery, which is also a cooperative game, kind of. It's about Jack the Ripper, and not Jack the River, which I thought was his name until I started playing this game. It's the Ripper, not River. But basically one person is Jack, and then the other players are police that needs to catch him. Let me just show you. So you're on the board here, and then you can't see where he is, Jack, but he needs to get to 4 different points that we don't know where is, and the policemen are trying to catch him before he gets the 4 things. If he gets to the 4 points, then he's the winner. If not, if we catches him before, arrested him before, then the police won the game. Can you see that one back? That works. So that was all the games I've played so far in 2019. So the one thing we have left now is my top 3 from the games I played the last time. Cheers. So I will start from number 3 to 1. That's something like 3 to 1. Huh? 3 to... You get it, I think. But my number 3 game is... Where is it? Kingdomino. This is a game we played quite a lot, and I just really enjoy it each time. It's really simple and nice and quick. So Kingdomino is my number 3. My number 2 game is a newer one, Scarabya, and it's just really nice. You get to build your own and try to figure out where to get the most points out of it. And my number 1 is Endeavor Age of Sail. What a surprise. I normally don't like big or long games, but this one I really like. It surprised me that I might even need to get my own copy for when I move. Huh. I know what to get for Christmas now. I really like this game, and it really surprised me how much I liked it. A lot. So that was all the games, and I hope you had a nice little quiet time away from the normal stressful weekdays, days. At least just had a good little time, and you liked the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.